It's Thursday, July 2nd. I am done trading for the week. Tomorrow's a holiday. It's a half day for the futures market. So I'm not going to trade. I might place a trade on gold tonight because that's just an eval. So I'm okay with that, but I don't want to risk anything else. So I thought I'd recap my trades and just how my trading went for the week. So this week was an exciting but also a really frustrating week. Coming into the week, I had my funded account, my first ever funded account. I've never traded on a funded account before, and it was not a good start. I came in with, I already had taken 2 L's. I continued the losing streak. I took a short and lost the trade immediately. I also had an eval that was a little bit in drawdown, and I wanted to just get that back to 0. I took a short on that eval right here, and I kind of can't remember exactly what I did, but I think I just closed it in profit. Coming into Monday, I took a short. So there's been 2 really big problems in my trading lately with this strategy. One is that I'm getting edged. I don't get into the trade. I place limit orders, and then I miss the move. The second thing is that if I'm not getting edged, I am getting in early, getting stopped, not trying again, and then missing the real move. And then what happens is I just have a red day instead of turning a red day into a green day. So these are the 2 things that I was actively trying to fix this week. So Monday I came in at my earliest level at 71. I got stopped on this push up. Price only moved a few points past my stop. I told myself I'm going to come in again at 92. However, price only got to 89.75, so it was 2.25 points for my second attempt, and then I missed the short entry. So this problem has come up over and over again, and it's actually a really big problem because I just stay red. Instead of I took a loss. And if I had come in on a second attempt, this could have been a green day. And it's just super interesting that this is one of my problems that's keeping me red. It's not one of the things that people talk about, but it is a problem for me. Monday, I took a short right here. I actually really liked the setup, but really it didn't work actually. I had a level wrong though. I had the previous day high marked wrong, and that was my first take profit, which it did hit. And then in the morning, I'll be honest, I kind of can't remember. I think I closed early. I saw it catching support, moving really strongly, and I closed early. Closing early has been a theme this week. It generally goes against my rules. I try very hard not to close early, but at this point, I think I just had no confidence in my trades. I had taken only L's on my funded account, and I lacked all my confidence, and I just wanted to crawl myself out of drawdown. So I was closing trades early if I saw the slightest retracement or chance that it was, going to stop me out. And the thing is, a lot of the times it does work in my favor, but when it goes to TP without me, obviously I'm annoyed. So really, if I had the level marked correctly, this actually would have been just a full loss. Let's see, Tuesday. So Tuesday, I took a long. So this was more of a break and retest type setup for me, which I don't usually take. I think I've only done it one other time. In back testing, I have some other examples of this, but not actual execution. And so I wasn't super confident in it, but I did think that my thesis was pretty strong. I entered here. I did hesitate. I should have entered at 75.20, but I hesitated. I didn't get in, and then I market ordered in back here, just a couple points higher, 22 something. Price moved up really nicely to start with, but then it started selling off, and there was a level here. It wasn't what I thought was a very resistive level, which is why I wanted the long. But when I saw it just continue selling off like this, I just closed it early again. It was very small profits. And then it came back to that area that I was, originally looking for that retest of, and then it moved up and hit my both take profits. I was pretty annoyed with myself because this would have put it would have put my account very close to zero. And just not trusting myself, is very frustrating. But I feel like I had a reason to not trust myself. Like I said, all I took have been losing trades. But yeah, that was pretty annoying to see that go on without me. But this was the first trade on this account where I got into the trade and then it actually went to both take profits. So even though I did close early, it was kind of nice to see that my thesis was right, the idea was right, and it did hit my take profits. Tuesday night, at this point, I started feeling like I was getting analysis paralysis, and I was trying to gather more information to try to see if I could have a better bias for longs or shorts. And I think I just let it confuse me. I had a setup for a long. That's a setup I think I normally would have taken, but for some reason there was something that just had me feeling confused on if the long was a good idea, even though I've seen this zone work so many times before. Now, I won't lie, this would have been a painful trade. I would have been in drawdown twice, went all the way against me, put me back in drawdown, and then went to hit TP. So I don't know why I didn't take the long. What's funny is that I actually took a short right before the market opened. I came in short. I came in with a short bias. It was wrong. The idea was wrong. However, I did hit take profit on my eval. And I also hit 1 TP on my funded. And then again, I closed early. I closed the trade when I saw it move really strongly off that level. And I said I'd rather just close it in profit. Again, it did help me in this case. That's the thing, is it has helped me more than it's hurt me so far. But if I just took the long from the beginning, this would have just been part of that long. So anyways, I don't know what happened there. I think I just let too many things affect my decision making, and then I let myself get confused instead of just taking a setup I've seen work so many times. Okay, last night. So, believe it or not, it's the same setup. It's the same idea, same levels, and you can sort of see it here. So, I was looking for a long. I placed my limit order at 75.25. I was only a few points in drawdown. So, it's the same idea. I was looking for price to come down and then move up. Price moved aggressively off that level to start with, and I was less than 2 points from TP1 right here before it went all the way against me. In this trade, I passed my second evaluation. I was so excited. I felt this massive weight just lift off my shoulders. Having a second funded account ready to go in case I blew this one made me feel okay with letting this trade ride out to the full TP. If I hadn't passed, I probably would have moved this to break even, and then I would have gotten stopped right here and not realized my take profits. But instead, because I felt it's like the pressure was kind of removed from feeling that this trade has to win, this trade has to put me in profit. So I was able to just let it ride. And this put my account into profit for the first time. Not very much, only by $60 or so. But I'm super happy. I finally did not close early. I didn't move to break even. Now we did have NFP today, and that kind of pushed it up into that final area for full take profit. But if I zoom out, it's the same concept. So there's a zone down here that I'm looking for to move up off of. Same thing here. There's a zone here I'm looking to move up off of. So I don't know why I hesitated the other day. Today, this was a repeat of Monday, so it was very frustrating. So, having two accounts, I've talked about this before, is so good for my psychology. And it's interesting because I would have in the past thought you should not have two accounts, just like take care of one. But actually, having one makes it that, at least for me, like I'm overprotective of that account. I'm scared to enter. I'm scared to enter twice on the same idea. I'm conservative on entries, and it actually just hurts me. So having two accounts means the way I'm going to treat it is one is going to be dedicated to Asia and one's going to be dedicated to New York. That way, if I make profits during Asia, I can protect the profits and trade just a different account on New York. If I lost during Asia, what would normally happen is I would get analysis. I would be fearful of placing a trade because I don't want it to turn into a large red day. So having two accounts protects profits and limits my losses. So I shorted the earliest level I had, I think it's 76. I came in early. My stop was at 91. Price got to 94. So I said I'm going to try coming in again at 94. Price got to 93.75. One tick away from filling me on my second attempt for the short. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a huge problem for me because instead of a green day on my new funded account, it's just a red day. And I tried to fix it. Like, I know this is a problem. I'm trying to actively fix it, but I'm still not getting in. So how do I change this? I'm wondering if what I need to do is just come in immediately. Like, as soon as I get stopped, just market order in. I don't know. By looking at my past trades, what I saw was often price comes back up to that high. And so that's where I set my limit order. But it came one tick away from the high. Maybe I need to come in a little bit lower. I don't exactly know how to fix this problem, except just coming in right away. I don't want to get a bad fill though. That's why I don't love market ordering. But I think with ES it's okay. Like with MNQ I get terrible fills on market orders, but maybe it's okay with ES. And then I missed the move. This would have hit all my take profits. I probably would have TP'd down here. I would not have captured this other piece of it. But that would have been a really nice green day to have first day on a new funded account. So yeah, this is a really big problem for me. But yeah, that was my trading. It was exciting because I passed a second account and have two fundeds now. But it's also really frustrating. It's frustrating to not get in on the trades. It's frustrating to see that I'm actively trying to fix my problems and it's like it's still not working. And I've said in the past couple of videos, I feel like I have horrible luck in the markets. Like, the market hates me. It does not want me to get into the winning trades, and it seems like a really, really hard barrier to get through because I just can't control that. I'm trying my best. I'm doing what I think I need to do to fix the problems, but seeing that it's still not working is really, really frustrating. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't really feel like I've made any progress on these accounts. I mean, I'm in drawdown in my new account now. I'm at basically the starting balance on the first one. I was hoping I could put a little bit into that account. But I'm excited for next week. I'm excited to have two accounts. And so I think that'll be really, really good for me. I hope you had a good trading week, and I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. I will talk to you next week.